We live. Pop up
We
podcast.
live.
Pop up on
We
them,
live.
bamba.
Yep.
What's up?
What's poppin', everybody?
Episode 48.
Episode 48.
Every time we pop up on the live, we need something that's like a round of applause. Like motherfuckers is cheering us on. Like,
Yeah, we still rocking with the effects.
Yeah. You gotta get them effects. I'm gonna have them next episode for sure. We're gonna have them. We're gonna have them effects.
Flex bomb and all that. Siren.
Facts.
All right, Joe. It's late, so let's jump in. So, first thing that we're gonna talk about is this spike, this COVID spike that's happening in the NBA right now.
And the NFL.
Yeah. I guess. Well, in general, it seems like this COVID thing is starting to spike up a little bit again. Yeah, like a lot of restaurants are shutting down. A lot of stores and stuff are shutting down, at least for the holidays, until especially in New York, everyone's traveling, everyone's coming out here, everyone's feeling more comfortable than they felt last year. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I just
definitely got to be safe.
I just came from the mall, and the mall was packed.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Like people.
It was packed.
Yeah, people like getting back to normal. Last year, this time it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
People excited, especially excited for like Christmas, and you know what I'm saying. We missed out on this for like last year and even the year before, 2019 Christmas.
Yeah.
So we missed out. So like everybody want to have a good Christmas this year, but
word. So Dawn, though, explain to us like what's in the NBA though right now. I know there's a couple guys who I think I just heard today that both Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving off the Nets now can't play, or they can't even practice for a couple games. I think they have to have like a certain amount of recorded days straight that they test negative before they can play.
I think it's like they have to have like five COVID tests in a row. They have to be positive in order for them to play.
Wow.
Well, negative. You mean
negative? Sorry, my bad. Negative.
Yeah, negative.
Yeah, right, negative.
But and it's crazy too because they literally announced it this morning that Kyrie was gonna fill in because their roster was already shorthanded.
Yeah.
He was gonna at least fill in on the away games because he's not vaccinated. And then it comes to find out he entered protocol. So I don't know if it was because he was around KD or whoever else was on the team.
So he entered the protocols too?
Yeah, bro. He literally entered the protocols like this afternoon or this evening after being announced that he was going to help them being shorthanded this morning. So I was like, damn, that was fast.
Wait, so they were going to allow him to play even though he's not vaccinated?
Yeah, but only the away games. He wouldn't be able to play in New York because of the mandate.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. He was only going to be able to play the away games, but now he can't even do that because now he's in protocol because he might possibly have COVID because he came in contact with someone who already tested positive.
Damn, son.
Nice.
I wonder if it's.
So what do y'all think? Y'all think that's they had to? Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think it has something to do with this new variant.
Could be
definitely.
But it's confusing though because I'm hearing that this Omicron variant is nothing to worry about, but now all of a sudden everybody's like worried about it. So I don't know what to believe.
I mean, I feel like maybe I don't know, like they're just being over precautious about it because it's still COVID, but it's another variant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. And there's a lot of people who still aren't vaccinated too, so I get that.
So if you test positive for COVID, you test positive for COVID. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? They're saying like it's as deadly as before.
Word.
Right.
So, but they just being precautious. But I don't know. You still.
But what do y'all think about like what they're doing? Like, do you think like the way they're handling the situation as far as like the NBA players is right? Like, you think these precautions that they're taking, I think that they're being a little bit too precautious, or?
I think they're doing what's necessary because, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want like it's better to be over precautious than not precautious at all. And a couple of them niggas get sick and you know what I'm saying, and something happens, the worst, death, you know what I mean? So it's like it's better to be. I know they just protecting their money at this point. Like they don't want to have a reason to have to stop everything, the whole NBA system, like they did that one year.
Right. Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm saying that 1 year. That's how long COVID's been around, bro. The NBA.
It's been technically it's been like what two solid years, I guess.
Two solid years. I want to say like 2.5, because it started like in the beginning of 2019. Yeah, it's been almost 3 years, bro. Because
February, March will make
it. You
it
can say
2
it
years.
started in January because in January it was in China or whatever. So
right.
It's been about 3 years now.
That's interesting. That's crazy. So definitely looking at what the NBA is doing. I feel like, like you said, they gotta be cautious. They gotta take it seriously, make sure everyone's on the same page. Yeah. I do think as far as like the states and stuff like that within the country, they need to kind of work on being more on the same page as far as mandates and all that. But that's asking a lot. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, we're definitely gonna keep up with it. We're gonna keep up with it and see what's going on. Next thing I want to talk about real quick is this Meg Thee Stallion or update on the whole Meg Thee Stallion Tory Lanez situation.
Well, I seen something. I don't know if you've seen
such
anything
a
on it.
Situation.
But I seen some. I don't know. It may be cap, but they said that Tory Lanez. They already heard somebody yell out "dance, bitch" when they shot at their legs.
Oh no, yeah, that's actually what one of the police, because the trial's going on right now, and that's what one of the police officers that was on the scene. He testified that was said. I don't know. This whole thing seems fucking bizarre to me. It's like kind of weird, but
very bizarre.
But I feel like the way that they're handling it, especially both of them, I'm not going to even say one is handling it better than the other as far as media, but the way they're both handling it as far as like how they talking about it in the media, I think is, they need to chill a little bit.
It's immature, I ain't gonna lie. Especially on Meg Thee Stallion's part. Like, I understand if homie was wrong, like, stop throwing it in his face, like trying to shame him on social media and make everybody like bash him. Like, just let the shit be.
Yeah, and then like the weird thing is like from what it seemed like, from what like Tory was posting, what other people was posting was like in court they were definitely like siding, obviously, like with her, like as far as putting evidence against Tory Lanez.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Right. And then, but like she was like later on in that same day, she like tweeted and was making it seem like the court was like against her. But it was like, from what I read, it seemed like, they were basically.
And that's my problem. When somebody, specifically females in situations like this, are always playing victim, it sounds to me like she's just trying to like prove a point that this shit probably didn't happen to the extent that she, you know what I'm saying? Because my theory stands. I feel like she kicked that fucking window out and that's why her feet was bleeding. I don't think she got shot.
You think she?
Because there was no gunshot wound. Yeah, that's what I believe. I believe she kicked that window out because there was glass from the window on the floor. I mean, there was obviously reports of gunshots. Like, I believe that he probably shot the gun in the air or some shit.
This is my. I don't think he like shot the gun at her. Yeah. I think when he shot the gun, either some sort of, like some sort of shrapnel from the bullet, or either the glass ricocheted and hit her leg, which is what created that wound. True. But I don't think this nigga like pointed the gun at her feet and shot her foot.
Bro, I don't think he would do nothing like that, bro. You don't think he don't come off as that type of nigga.
Well, not even that he like I'm not gonna jack that he don't seem like that kind of nigga. I'm just gonna say if he had done that, I feel like the wound would have been a lot more severe than what she showed on Instagram or whatever. Severe. You know what I'm saying?
Shorty was on Instagram twerking with her on her tippy toes the next day.
And this is my thing, and this is why I personally do not like Meg Thee Stallion, is because not only do I think her music is mediocre, but I feel like she is prime example of like the kind of person that is like you said, they have this kind of victim mentality. And on top of that, though, they try to conflict it with this I'm strong mentality. But then it's like when you want it to your advantage, you want niggas to think you're a victim. But then when you want to be walking across your stage, getting your little diploma and shit like that, you want to act like you some strong ass person. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't get how people be trying to live this dual lifestyle or act like, you know what I'm saying, you could be on both sides of something as far as how you're projected in the media. But
it's odd, Kizzy.
Very odd, but it is what it is. I mean, like, obviously, however the situation went down, homie had no business pulling out a
I was gonna say that too. Regardless, he was wrong for pulling the gun out to begin with. Like, I don't see why when you argue with a girl, you want to pull the gun out.
Like, what state?
It was like it was in Hollywood. It was in
it was after a party. The story was it was after a party. Apparently, like, while they were fucking with each other, she was jealous because I guess he was also fucking with Kylie, and that's where shit sparked. That's the allegedness.
And coincidentally, Kylie Jenner was nowhere to be found when all this shit. I don't know where she went, but she was with them like literally a couple minutes before that, and all of a sudden when all this shit went down, she was just not there. So it's weird. But
that shit, she cleared it. She didn't want none of that mess.
She said, "I'm off it."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like if because what I guess this trial is to determine if he should get like actual jail time, like if he's going to prison type shit.
Yeah, to see if like what the intent was and all that extra shit. I mean, it's looking like he might end up doing some time at the very least, maybe some kind of probation if he got a good enough.
I would think
lawyer.
So because like ain't there like strict gun laws in Cali? So if he
not if you rich and famous, like if you rich and famous out there, you can get away with mad shit, bro. Like and again. And then again, like
hey, shout out to you for watching us while you're working.
Word, for real, shout out.
Word, big shout out.
Happy that we could be getting you through work. But yeah, like I think like gun laws, like however Cali is strict with gun laws, unless Meg Thee Stallion and her legal team can prove that he literally had intent to shoot and harm her.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Even regardless of that fact, whether that's true or not, they did say that the gun he had was unlicensed and all this extra shit. So
I'm saying, like, if they got strict gun
famous, because I don't think nigga they must have been because he's not on. That's not one of his charges, right? I don't think.
I don't know. I think it is part of his charge. It's having a legal firearm, yeah, because it was unlicensed, yeah.
Why the fuck you celebrity and walking around with an unlicensed
gun? And it was a semi-auto. It wasn't even like it was a pistol. It was a semi-automatic.
Kind of what?
All that. That's what I'm saying. You tell me that shit went to blue shorty's whole fucking leg off if this nigga shot that shit in the car. If you in the back seat and somebody shoots that shit at your foot, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's OD.
I'm not jacking that. No way. He probably was aiming for like the window or some dumb shit, and then something hit her leg.
Either way, I think he gonna do some time. If it's an unlicensed gun. He gonna do some time. That's probably his main. That's probably his like what he fears the most is about that gun. Like I think he probably be like, yeah, I'm gonna get away with the
fact that he had it,
toe shit. But he's mad that he's gonna have that gun charge because
it's the fact that he had it and the fact that he fired it. Like that's the problem. Whether he aimed it at her or not, the fact that he had it and fired it, I think it's gonna fuck him.
Yeah, he was obviously mad drunk. But
yeah, niggas was zooted, and then the short nigga syndrome got the best of him.
Word.
That's usually what happens with short niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like not all short niggas, but a lot of short niggas, they always feel like they gotta do some extra shit to prove that they the same size as normal size niggas and bigger. I don't know why.
Normal size niggas.
5'8" and up. Motherfucker 5'5" and down be feeling like
he's under 5'5".
Probably.
Yo, that nigga short. No kizzy. I'm gonna look it up and see how tall he is. No kizzy. I know he's mad short.
If I can guess, I want to say he about 5'4". I seen a video of him and Drake playing basketball. I'm like, man, that nigga kind of.
My sister told me that when her and her friends went to see him perform in the city at one point. They said that like he walked past, or she was waiting in a line at Supreme or some shit, and he walked past, and the nigga walked by like. I was like, nah.
I'm thinking about the video that went viral with him getting up out the chair.
Yeah, he still
it was the same height.
Yo.
Oh man.
Yo.
Shout out to all the shorter people. It's all good. It ain't nothing bad to be short, but
my nigga is 5'3".
That's OD.
Shout out to TORY though. He get all the bitches. Shout out to TORY. But goddamn, this nigga short as shit.
Damn. That nigga got.
I can't even say he violate too much because one of my best friends is short as hell, and you know what I'm saying. But
I'm trying to violate OD, but damn, I don't think your best friend is 5'3".
He might no kizzy. I think my son Ryan might be shorter than 5'3". No kizzy.
For real? All right.
He might be. But that nigga can bench press more than me. So
all right, that's all that matters, man.
You feel me? Nigga hold his own weight.
That's all that matters.
Gangster.
All right, so let's moving on. We're gonna keep up with that. that Meg versus Tony stuff, we're gonna hope. I don't know when this trial is gonna end or how long it's gonna take, but I'm interested to see what the outcome is.
For a minute too. This shit happened last year.
Facts.
Yeah, but I think the trial like just started this week or some shit. Because of COVID and all this crap, they've been slowing down things, and I'm sure his lawyers did as much as they can to make sure it got stretched out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah.
But yeah, so next topic of discussion. Let's talk about Bobby Shmurda. I want to have a little conversation about Bobby Shmurda, man. I'm quite confused by Bobby Shmurda and what he got going on right now.
I seen what you posted on Instagram, bro. He was definitely looking super
the man's geeked, bro.
Doing the interview, bro.
He's been acting really weird lately, I was like, bro. Yo, and I don't know
that must be an annoying nigga to interview, bro. Like,
bro, you could tell Speedy was getting tight. Like, yo, my nigga, like you making this difficult. And when Speedy posted it to Instagram, he was like a hour and a half of madness, so pure madness or some shit like that. Like, bro, how do you interview this nigga, B?
I didn't even see that he did an interview recently. Bro, I'm gonna watch that shit.
My man's was super geek. I watched like 20 minutes of it, and I was like, bro, I would hate.
You couldn't even get through with it.
Yeah, because it's like so annoying. He's like,
oh yeah, he's too like he can't even like sit still, bro. Like he got to sit in the chair, he got to stand up, he got to slap the air, he got to do his little dance, like the man could not just sit still.
I don't know. That just everything you explained it to me. It sounds to me like he might have been paying attention to that Kodak shit I sent you and was probably just trying to go viral, bro. No, Bobby Shmurda always gave me
that man's popping beans, bro. That man's taking pills.
I know he's definitely off the shit.
I would say 50. I would say 50 on both of that because you're right.
It's either a perk. Trust me, bro. Trust me. It's either he's taking perks or he's taking beans. That's the only thing that makes that.
I think he's taking.
You'll see it. Nigga, E's a bean. That's what a bean is.
Oh, a bean. Yeah.
That's what it's called, a bean.
He's either taking. That's what you meant, but yeah.
Yeah, he's either off that shit or a perk. That's the only shit that will have you acting all. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even sit still, my nigga. You know.
My thing is like, why niggas be getting like super zooted before interviews? Like, nigga, you about to do an interview and be in front of like the world, like.
But when you like Bobby Shmurda, and this is what I was trying. What I'm trying to make the discussion about is like, what else? Like he could do whatever. He's in a position where he's one of them niggas right now where he could do whatever he wants based off of like. Everyone's still like his clout. He still got mad clout and respect. Mm-hmm. And I don't think this nigga has done much to prove or deserve this. You know, like he made hot nigga, and then what's the computer song, the boot, whatever the other hot song. Yeah. Oh, then he did his prison sentence. Obviously, you're gonna give him mad respect for serving out his whole time and not taking no plea or
when he could have came out early before.
He could have came out word.
Even though he was crying about it after.
He was upset about it, obviously.
He was like, man, I shouldn't have did that shit. So,
but it's like I feel like other than that, this nigga hasn't even dropped no hot songs. I don't know if you heard him and Quavo. I think it's
Shmoney song.
Yeah, I heard this.
That nigga was in the video.
We talking about somebody. He not that great at making music. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like,
didn't even start off with him
it's starting to show. Like
he's like a New York version of Lil. He's a New York version of Lil Jon.
I wouldn't even say that because Lil Jon was
not even as hype, but just as far as
Lil Jon could construct the song.
Yeah, Lil Jon.
I was saying as far as just like him just going off of his energy. That's why I was like the reason why I say that. Like him just going off of his energy and not really focusing too much on what he's saying. It's like all right, it's like a New York, like today's version, New York version of Lil Jon, because niggas don't really focus on lyrics no more. It's just the flow and the vibe and the energy you bring, and that's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, it's making New York look kind of bad. He lucky Rowdy holding it down. Rowdy's actually doing some shit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Rowdy actually. I just saw
Rowdy talk about just said some shit like he not dropping no more new music or some shit until something with his label or something like that. So
yeah, I heard him and Bobby got some weird shit going on with their label. Apparently, it's not even just him; it's him and Bobby. So
they probably gave whatever label Bobby's on probably gave him a bag when he got out of prison.
Oh yeah,
and he has not delivered.
Yeah.
But that's on them. Like, what did y'all? I mean, I guess I don't wrong labels because when there's so much of these niggas, that are rappers and they go to jail, they come out, they still make rap songs that are good, whatever. They probably just assume all niggas is like that. But like you just said, Don, like you could tell off of it, Bobby Shmurda not much of a songwriter or a musician. You know what I'm saying? Like he even said in an interview with Speedy, like when he went to court hot nigga, he paid $20 for that studio session. He just went in there and
he didn't care. He was fucking around.
Yeah, like he's fucking around.
You ain't gonna do that twice. That was luck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
with luck.
Like, I feel like had this man had not had the whole go to prison situation and all that publicity that went around that, he would have been no different than Designer that made the Panda song. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I still don't put him no different than Designer.
Like, word.
Yeah, the only thing is that Bobby Shmurda obviously right now has way more respect than Designer. Like,
Well, that's because I think it's because of the prison sentence.
That's what I'm saying. That's literally it. And I feel like, nigga, we can't be giving rappers these acting like they icons, because niggas be acting like this nigga's some legend of New York music or some shit like that. Like, no, he's really not. Be like,
like, but real niggas know, because I follow a few, not even a couple, but a few like comedians from New York that's been like putting him in that hot seat. Like, yo, Bobby, what the fuck you doing, bro? You making New York look bad, and it's true. Like, because we don't really got nobody. The only person I could say that's consistently holding it down, and they low key under the radar right now, like if you're not really like aware of shit, is Young and May. Like, she's still dropping shit.
Funny, even when it comes to Young and May when you was talking, I was like,
yeah, bro, because like even with like the whole drill shit, like how New York niggas is like coming up with this whole drill shit, like K Flock and all these, you know, all these niggas that these young niggas is jacking now. Nigga, she took them same drill beats and started doing some lyrical shit. I'm like, bro, that's literally the same thing. I'm thinking, like, why is nobody taking these same beats and actually making something out of it? And she's so far the only person to really do it, bro.
What would you consider like lyrical though? Because like I wouldn't say Young and May's versus is that different than niggas like Sleepy Hollow or Chef G and all them niggas. Like, I feel like it's the same.
Young and May got bars, bro. Like, I'm talking about, like, she got quotable bars. You gotta remember, this is the same chick that made Ooh that went global. This is the same chick that made
Ooh wasn't really. Like, that's a bad example for when you talk about lyrical. Yeah. For Ooh,
well,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's the same shit them niggas like.
Now you gotta start other tracks. That's why.
No, but I'm not talking about like literally hook, verse, hook. I'm not talking about like the full song.
I know what you're talking
about. I'm talking about just the fact that regardless of what type of song she make, she spits unique bars. She's not saying the same shit that everybody else is saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll give you a unique vibe and like actually say some shit that resonates around the gang shit she's doing, but she's not saying it the same way like how everybody's saying it, but just adding like one little like different simile or different metaphor, but it's basically the same bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, she actually pushes that threshold a little bit.
Yeah, in my opinion, Ooh was like her, she got better, like one of like her like worst tracks. It just was like super hot and like it got super hot.
It's definitely one of her worst tracks, but as far as that commercial feel, you know, it did what it did. But if you listen to songs that's not even as popping as Ooh, that's what I'm saying, like, she got bars, bro. Like, she's really out here spitting. She's not just putting shit out like Fabio and all these young niggas and all these drill niggas that's coming out of New York. She's the only person that's new and hot that's still giving lyrical rap to an extent. Like, she's gonna obviously have to fill that middle ground because niggas want to hear bullshit. But
and last time I checked, like, she was independent too.
She is independent. Yeah, she is independent. So yeah, like, that's the only person I really give respect to when it comes to like young and popping artists coming out of New York that's like doing it the way New York expects. And she actually don't even get enough credit. And I think it's because she's a female and because she a dyke. But I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sleep on her. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna sleep on her, my nigga. She one of us. You feel me?
That's funny. Yeah, nigga, I don't know. In my personal opinion, I don't think anybody in New York right now is really like standing out. I mean, I like publicly, I would say obviously Fabio Foreign is probably the most like he's getting up there as far as respect. You know, because like I said, man, I get like niggas' personal shit, but I feel like the way rap is very blatant, the way the game is shows itself every day. You see who's popping by who people like fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like Young and May, you don't see niggas fucking with her. Like even like other rappers and shit making songs with her. But niggas like Fabio Foreign got songs with niggas like Kanye, Drake. You know,
I think
that's a fact. But again, that my argument.
What is you really doing? You're not helping nothing by just making a. Go ahead.
No, you're right. But my argument for that is I feel like the reason why she doesn't get the respect and the notoriety that she does is because she's a gay female. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's fair to say that because Young and May, right? Wasn't she, how long? First of all, the other thing you said was that she's new. I wouldn't consider Young and May new. We've been listening to her first, when that other shit dropped was like 2015, 16 or so when her first shit dropped.
Yeah, that's true.
So it feels compared to all these other young niggas who's like surpassing her, she's been in there for a while.
I'm gonna tell you what I think. The reason I think that she don't get that much is because she's completely independent, bro. Like, She don't.
And that
you
too.
gonna look
And
at her
that too.
album.
What does that got to do with when fans listen to people's music? They don't think, oh, this shit whack because this person they signed.
No, I'm
this
saying,
is whack.
you saying,
Oh no.
I'm
just
with the features
he's just saying
and
that she don't got like even though she got her own moves,
she not gonna get no like.
But she don't got that
504s
engine behind her like how labels would push niggas like promotion and marketing wise. Like
her numbers
you know
ain't even that
saying?
crazy. Like
Yeah,
numbers not that
for
crazy
real.
at all. Cause like she denied bread from labels and stuff like that when labels was hearing that. I watched the whole interview with like,
yeah. Because she's still eating. You know what I'm saying? She's still eating just like a lot of artists.
She
but
eating like
you know what I'm
normally. She ain't going crazy.
Yeah, but she could be going crazy. No kizzy. She could be going crazy. I think, you know what I'm saying? She just trying to figure her own way, which I mean, you can't blame her given her situation just as a person.
I think the biggest person on her last album was I think 504 was on her last album. And Coi Leray.
Yeah.
And Coi Leray was on her last album. I think those are like the two biggest artists.
Yeah, she's one of them artists too that she don't really go crazy for features. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know niggas that fuck with her, and just from what I understood, like, you know what I'm saying, she's not really a dick eater, which, I mean, you get that vibe from her off Dump, which, you know, most females who are gay and, like, you know, really carry themselves like a nigga, they got more testosterone than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I get that, and I feel that, you know what I mean? Because, you know, just along with just the fact of how New York rappers are, everybody got an ego to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but
with that being said, Bobby Shmurda definitely fell off in my book. Like, I don't think
he
ain't no comeback.
He fumbled the bag.
Yeah, he fumbled.
He
should have dropped something. He should have dropped something as soon as he came out, because no matter what it was that he dropped, I know people was gonna go crazy with it anyway. Like, this man could have dropped some bullshit and people would have been like, "Oh, Bobby dropped," you know what I'm saying?
That's that video he dropped like months later, where he had like, you know, a bunch of guns and shit and that bulletproof vest on, and he was just rapping the whole time. He could have dropped that when he got out.
Yeah, if he dropped that when he first came out.
But I'm like,
I think that's the problem. Like y'all was just talking about, that's the pros and cons of being, or the differences of hold up, am I lagging?
No, you good.
You good now.
Okay. That's the pros and cons of being, you know, in a Bobby Shmurda situation or a Young M.A. situation. You get what I'm saying? Because Young M.A., say she's in a situation where she goes and gets locked up and comes out, she could drop whatever the fuck she wants the day of. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like the big problem with Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy was, which they stated, was like their labels. Because from what I heard, Bobby Shmurda's label didn't want him dropping like shit. Like everything he was trying to like do, they were like, nah, we want this to be more controlled. We want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, because what I feel like everybody, especially when it comes to these New York rappers, after the success of Pop Smoke, they trying to mold their artists around like to be like Pop Smoke, like they're New York artists. Like they want them to be on that same scale. You know what I'm saying? So, and let's face it, Pop Smoke he was so big, he wasn't just dropping random ass songs like every other day type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like his label was really like, you know, like made sure his shit was put out and promoted. You know what I mean? So I think that's, you know, and I think that's what labels are really scared of right now. They're scared of like rappers just doing what they want, because if leave it up to rappers, these niggas just be dropping songs, like, because that's what, because you're a rapper, you like making music. That's the thing. You like being in the studio, you like cutting records, and you want to drop them because you want people to hear the shit, right? So
Word.
But because I just, whack or not, I don't feel like Bobby Shmurda came out and he himself was like, nah, I'm gonna chill, I'm not gonna put out no music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he wouldn't have had that energy. I feel like he, even if it was going to be some trash shit, he'd be like, nah, I need to put out something. You know what I mean? And oddly enough, there was this weird hiatus. Like, he came out of jail, but he was just posting pictures and videos and shit.
And not for nothing, I was anticipating them to drop something soon, because that nigga got out of jail. Both when him and Rowdy got out of prison, they got out. Motherfuckers greeted them at you know what I'm saying, with private jets and flew them to the studio. And they got right to work. So they definitely probably was anticipating that. But then once they got the, you know, the roadblock, you know, kind of fucked up their situation. When
label ain't wanted to make a first day out.
Better. Yeah, label was like, nah, fuck out of here. We're not gonna do it that way. We're gonna do it correct. And nigga, that ain't correct. You gotta listen to the streets. But labels don't know how to listen to the streets.
But I don't think I may be wrong, but I don't think there's gonna be any other New York drill artist that gets like as big as Pop Smoke. I think he was like, he was like the one and only. You know what I'm saying?
And what people lack on is the fact that Pop Smoke was on his way with starting off with the drill shit, and then he was taking that drill sound and expanding it on different types of beats and feels.
That's true.
And nobody is doing
Nobody
that.
did. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because when you
Nobody else is doing that. That's why I will. If I'm in the mood to listen to drill, I'd rather listen to Pop Smoke than anybody else, bro.
He dropped.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he probably gonna hop back in. But yeah, man, I that's why I said I'd rather listen to that nigga more than anybody else, man. Because, and then half of these niggas just try to sound like Pop Smoke anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what it seems like. My thing with New York drill, I pray it don't have the same situation like with Chicago drill. You know what I'm saying? You know, Chicago drill, I feel like they about to make themselves go extinct with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so far, the only thing that's really been going on between these, you know, niggas that make this drill music is, you know, they actually meet up and, well, not meet up, but if they run into each other rather than like bust shots, niggas will just square up and fight. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens type shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so far, you know what I'm saying, it's been I don't want to say positive because fighting motherfuckers ain't positive, but you know, the most positive it could be, you know, if some shit was to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah, I just let him know he dropped out. So right now it's just me and you for right now, but we gonna keep it running.
Yeah, keep it running. I see myself. I'm like zoomed in like a motherfucker.
Yeah, because I don't want to mess with it because he's gonna come back in soon.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Or at least try and come back in soon. Yes, he's trying to jump in and out.
He got Spectrum, y'all. Spectrum's a piece of shit.
Spectrum.
I'm glad I could say that now.
Did he just switch to Spectrum? Or he had Spectrum before?
He been had Spectrum.
Word.
Yeah, he been had Spectrum, but I don't know why. But
it is what it is right now. But yeah, shit, might as well jump into the next topic. Until he gets back in, I guess we'll start up on this Bone Thugs. Did you see the whole situation with the verzuz?
Yeah, man, I seen that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was kind of funny though. This nigga Juicy, that man, suck my dick, play that shit.
You know, I didn't even watch the whole thing. Did you watch the whole thing?
Nah, I only got through like half of it. Like I really only watched it because I saw that Wayne made an appearance.
Oh, for real? I didn't
so
see
once,
that.
Yeah, like halfway through, Lil Wayne popped up to perform Bands and Make Her Dance. I totally forgot he had a song with Juicy J. So when Juicy J started performing that shit and Lil Wayne walked out, I was like, oh, I need to watch that shit because I seen like a preview of it. So I only watched it up to that part, and then I ain't watching no more after that. But they had Chameleon there pop out to perform with Bone Thugs. Remember, he had one of them niggas on the track with for Riding Dirty, which I totally forgot about that. When he came out performing that shit, I was like, oh, and then like not for nothing, because obviously we older and we understand music a lot better now. Like I'm like, yo, he dead ass had the Bone Thugs and Harmony, like cadence and flow and all that. Like that shit was crazy. So it's like no wonder he, you know what I'm saying, was like, nah, I gotta get one of these niggas on the track, and
for real, bro.
It made sense and they made that shit happen. So
damn,
so
them boys snapped out there though. How they started fighting.
Yeah,
like what they had beef before the whole thing. Like,
nah, I think what it is, and the crazy thing is, like, one of them niggas from 3-6 was calling that shit out on stage. I don't know if you've seen it, like, when it was live, but like apparently the nigga from Bone Thugs got like a pill addiction, and he be having moments where he just be in his feelings and just start getting tight for no reason. So one of the niggas from 3-6 was like, that nigga ain't take his pills today. Go take your meds, nigga.
Yeah, I seen that.
Take your meds. I was like, yo, chill.
Hey, snap, bro.
And then he came back and apologized. I was like, I ain't trying to fuck this shit up, man. Come on, let's do this shit. And I was just like, bro, you wildin'.
That's crazy.
You are wildin'.
I wonder like how like Swiss Beats and wait, do they still own it? I remember last time I
him and Timbaland, I'm pretty sure they still running the thing. Yeah, because I was even just watching Alicia Keys' Drink Champs interview, and you know, she was talking about, you know, how like, you know, Timbaland and Swizz even came up with the idea and shit like that. So I'm pretty sure they still run the shit. If I'm not mistaken.
Jay, you back?
I don't think. Yeah, he don't got his headphones on. He about to put the.
You back?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, nigga.
All right, yeah, my bad.
No, you Gucci. We jumped into the topic about the Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3-6 shit.
Okay, so y'all still live, huh?
Yeah, now we good. We still on it.
All right, cool. So you talking about the Bone Thugs thing? Did y'all get to see it? Like, did y'all watch it?
We were just talking about that.
I was just telling him I didn't see the full thing. I just seen the fight. He was telling me he watched a little bit of it, but I thought it was crazy. I was just asking Clay. So Swiss Beats and Timberlands, they still own Verzuz, right?
Yeah, they still run Verzuz, and they the ones that, like, you know, they set everything up, and if an artist is interested, and you know, two artists, you know they want to go up against each other, they hit them up, from what I understand. Word. And they set it up.
I wonder how they feel about that fight. Like, they probably was like, damn, like these niggas really came and fucked that shit up. They really fuck it up. Be honest.
They still finished it on a positive note. You know what I'm saying? And like niggas came together, was hugging on the end at the end of the show and shit. Was, you know, all that shit. Like,
okay.
So like they came together and made it positive, which they knew they had to do, because it was like, yo, y'all can fuck this bag up and like never get invited to the shit again if y'all fuck this up. You know what I'm saying? So I think they understood that as artists, and you know, that's the reason why they made it through and ended up being all love at the end of the day. But not for nothing, not seeing this shit kind of coming, because it got close to shit like that when Jadakiss and fucking when Locks and Diplo and Dipset was going up against each other. Even though niggas knew it was all fun and games, there was a few moments where it was like, I don't know, that one looked kind of like that nigga might have taken a little too far, and the other nigga kind of looked at him like, yo, my nigga, no breeze. You feel me? Like,
you know that whole situation kind of makes what's his name? Young Jock. No, not Young Jock. I'm tripping.
Young Jeezy and Gucci Mane.
Young Jeezy looked like a bitch.
Yeah.
They was like separated on it, wasn't they? They wasn't even like
they were on like two separate stages type shit. Yeah.
Two separate like two separate places.
Yeah, like two separate platforms, because they knew, bro. They knew they couldn't do that.
So they weren't in the same building.
They were in the same building.
What are you talking about?
Jeezy and Gucci.
But they was just on two platforms. Like, say a nigga wanted to touch the other, you would have to jump like some Super Mario shit onto the other nigga's platform.
Yeah, that nigga Gucci said he was smoking on Jeezy's dead homie, and he killed his dead homie.
Yeah,
that's some crazy shit, bro.
Shit, what you gonna do, nigga? Even that nigga Young Jeezy did that. That man had put one tippy toe over there. It'd been 20 guns. Gucci Mane's on stage with like 500 niggas. Like, there's no way my man's such a Gucci. Like, so, but
that's hilarious.
Yeah, to my opinion, man, I don't see why these niggas did this damn versus anyway. I feel like nobody wanted to see Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia. So
it was kind of random.
Yeah, I feel like they just ran out of, at this point, they running out of people to really do this thing with that's agreeing to do it. Because I feel like there's other niggas they probably done offered it to, but they was like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
Because I'm like, bro, I seen Lil Jon came out and performed with fucking Bone Thugs, or one of them. And I was like, yo, why the fuck they ain't do Lil Jon and the East Side Boys against 3-6 Mafia? That would have been bananas.
Yeah, even that would have made a little bit more sense, in my opinion.
Hell yeah, that would have made sense. The whole show would have been turned. Niggas would have wanted to buy liquor and get crunk, nigga. Niggas would have took it back to the 2000s and said they getting crunk, nigga. That shit would have been valid as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
but
in my opinion.
Again, it depends on who accepts to be on the show, because
yeah, because some niggas don't want to do the whole versus thing. Cause I think they offered to try to do 50 Cent versus 50 Cent versus somebody, but I think 50 Cent said no.
Not Ja Rule.
Not Ja Rule. It was like somebody more, like, you know, still relevant, I guess.
Ja Rule probably
he bugging. 50 bugging. He could have been on there promoting his liquor and promoting the show. Nigga, he bugging. That was a big ass marketing opportunity.
Yeah, I wonder why. It's like I feel like some artists probably, you think they scared, like, I don't want to do that because that's the.
But even like that, you never know. He could have
probably just don't got the time for it for real.
I don't think it's the time. Maybe I feel like these niggas really kind of like iffy about it because they don't want to ruin their brand. Like,
I really think it's the time, because if you think about it, like, and not to say that they can't make the time, but you got to think about a nigga like 50 Cent who's making millions of dollars, everything he touched. Like, if you ain't talking the right amount of M's, he's gonna tell you no. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like,
it's probably the money, like more and more, if anything.
Yeah, the money is the reason why he can't make the time. Yeah, he's like, man, fuck that. But not for nothing, like, I would have did it just off of the fact that he could, you know, get more publicity off of it. Niggas who don't really know his music would know his music and know why he's 50 Cent, and he could fucking market the shit out of everything. He could fucking have it be like on some versus hosted by stars or some shit. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could go crazy with it, but, you know, to each his own.
Maybe one day he'll, still kind of early in the versus shit, so maybe he'll decide to do it one day.
True.
But
maybe one day.
But yeah, the Bone Thugs versus 3-6. I was just like, bro, I don't know, like,
yeah.
I don't think nobody was really checking for them niggas anyway. So,
yeah,
but it was crazy that it got to violence. Although I kind of saw it coming because I knew they had like problems before because 3-6 felt like that Bone Thugs was like biting their style and all that stuff like that.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently they had problems from back in the day. Yeah, so anyway, moving on. Let's talk about Spider-Man. I don't know if y'all either of you get a chance to see Spider-Man.
No, I did not. Did you get to see it?
Yes, sir. I saw it. Saw it Thursday night. Yeah, I saw like I saw like 3:00 in the afternoon, pretty early too. Like I was one of the first.
So you bought a ticket early.
I seen somebody say it was the best Spider-Man movie ever.
Yeah, arguably, yeah, you could say it is. Yeah, it definitely is. I would say,
What's your take on it without any spoiler alerts?
I mean, so I feel like depending on either, like, there's no way saying it's bad. You can't say it's bad, and it's definitely great. Like you definitely say it's the best, as you obviously even say it's probably the best superhero movie to come out in the past, like, for real? 5-6 years, I'd say. Maybe.
I seen the trailer. I seen the trailer. Is it just the Spider? Is it just Spider-Man 1? Oh, like with a new cast?
Huh?
Is it like the first Spider-Man before with the new cast?
No.
I seen it's like the same storyline with like the Green Goblin and
no. Yeah, it's not the same storyline at all.
It's also like multiverse shit. Yeah, it's also multiverse shit. But like, that's all I know really.
Yeah, it's like you can't really like get into it without. I don't want to like spoil nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's the storyline itself. Don't go by the trailer. The trailer kind of is a diversion from what the actual real storyline is and what everything that happens. But yeah, it's definitely a whole new story. There's definitely moments and stuff in there that people who who are familiar with the older versions would appreciate. You know what I'm saying? That'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely all new story. It's not the same as no Spider-Man 1 or nothing like that. It's a whole the baseline of it without spoiling anything.
Is the new Spider-Man is like he's like that's what I was gonna ask you. I thought you was gonna say that like the new Spider-Man, the young one, the one who we
Tom
know
Holland,
from Tom Holland, is he still like, even though it's like a collaboration of however the storyline goes, is he still like the main storyline?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I figured.
I was gonna say the story. What the story is that it's also obviously falls onto if you saw did y'all see the second one, the last one that came out?
Yeah.
Okay, so you even see that one, so but you're way behind. But
you can spoil that one. He can watch that on Disney.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I missed a lot of
you have to spoil to even get the plot to know the plot of this one is a spoiler.
The last two are pretty good. So, you need to watch them.
Yeah. So anyway, so the second one, obviously
Disney Plus.
The second one, he the people find out that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, right? So this movie is about him dealing with the outcome of that and how it's affecting his friends and his family. And because it's negatively affecting, obviously, him and his friends and family, and his friends, they're trying to get into college and all stuff like that. And, he goes to Doctor Strange for help in doing a spell that would make the world forget that Peter Parker, is Spider-Man. But being Spider-Man or being Peter Parker, he kind of interferes with the spell while it's going on, and craziness ensues. So that's basically what the plot line of the movie is that they're trying to fix things, and instead of fixing it, they made shit worse. You know what I'm saying? And then all the rest of what ensues in the movie is what ensues. But like I said, anybody like it's already set like record. I think it's the second highest grossing movie of all time already, and it just came out like 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, I think I did see that. That's
so crazy. But honestly, I would recommend anybody, like, even if you're not super into superhero movies like that, I would still say like go see it and check it out, bro. It's a really good movie.
Check it out. It's just like
really good movie.
There's so much Spider-Man movies. Like I kind of got lost like when it comes to Spider-Man.
I mean, like, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there's a lot. When you think about it, it's not really that much. There's the original 3 that came out when we was kids.
Yeah.
It was the 2 with Andrew Garfield, which is one people don't fuck with because they were kind of whack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those and then watch.
Yeah, those two.
But the next
you don't
two
even have to watch
that,
those. Yeah.
the next two after that with Tom Holland, valid.
Yeah, the Tom Holland ones.
The ones that intertwine with like the Avengers movies and shit.
Yeah.
Those are valid.
So there's only two of those. There's only two.
So this is only two of those.
This is number 3 to those two.
Yeah, this is number 3 of those. Yeah. So like if you got Disney Plus or whatever, you could go. The first one was what? Homecoming, right? Spider-Man Homecoming.
Homecoming, yeah.
Then it was
the
Far From
Far From Home.
Yeah, now this one's No Way Home.
I'm gonna end up watching those before I go to the theater and watch that last one.
Yeah, gang. Like no kids, even if you could like watch one of them tonight, it's gonna be worth the watch. Like especially because you haven't seen Far From Home yet.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, like I said, definitely.
Oh no, Homecoming. I'm high. Homecoming. You need to watch Homecoming first. That one's fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, so you ain't even seen Homecoming? You ain't seen none of them either.
Nah.
Oh, yeah, you gotta watch Homecoming, bro. Homecoming is valid. Cool. You'll appreciate Far From Home.
Even the second one, the top before I saw this one, the second one was like my favorite movie out of the Marvel MCU shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
one of my favorites. To be honest,
because it's very good. So like I said, I would give it I'd give it a like I put it to you like this, like if I didn't see the trailers at all, or I didn't know certain details or certain things that happened in it, and I went in surprised, this would have been like fucking phenomenal. Like it would have been 11 out of 12. You know what I'm saying? Like best movie ever. But I knew a lot of stuff, so when I saw it, it wasn't a surprise to me. So I didn't have that like wow factor. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But so it was like, but I'd still give it a 9 out of 10. The storyline is good. Jamie Foxx is in it. He's really funny. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't play the same. I know EJ, you said you didn't see it, but he plays the same character, villain, but he's different. You know what I'm saying? Like he's more like Jamie Foxx in this. So he was one of the best parts of the movie. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely a good movie. Check it out.
Word.
All right, yeah, it's getting late, so let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Next, we're gonna talk about Kanye and Drake, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Kanye and Drake thing. Interesting turn of events. These two are no longer beefing, I guess. Contrary to what we were talking about a month ago. So, it's obviously for the better. So I'm gonna ask y'all. I think we've been gone for like a couple of weeks, maybe close to a month now. So we haven't really been able to talk about.
We got a troll. Adolf Hitler. Man. Adolf Hitler entered the chat.
Oh, what they saying? I don't got my shit on me, so I can't even see.
They saying some shit.
About what?
I probably can't repeat it. We probably get banned.
I'm not even gonna blood clot repeat it. Let's just keep it at that.
But what is it about? Like what pertaining to what?
Their name's Adolf Hitler Nazi Party. So
some Nazi
think
shit.
about it from there.
All right, man. I hope you and your Nazi buddies enjoy the rest of the show. So the Drake and Ye thing. Like I said, it's been probably like a month since we talked, so we didn't really get to speak about the whole in-between process of all the shit that went happen. So starting with Clay, like how you feel about it? How do you think this do you think this is good for the coach or bad for the coach? Do you think they're not really, like, you think this is all fake, phony? How you feel?
Honestly, yo, I'm torn because like at first hearing about it, I'm thinking, okay, they're bringing awareness to Larry Hoover's situation, but I wasn't really sure what the goal was, you know what I'm saying? Then I hear reports of, none of the proceeds were going to go towards Larry Hoover at all.
That don't surprise me. I don't care. Look, nigga, I'm asking you, what do you think about Drake and Kanye? Fuck Larry Hoover. Ain't nobody, that nigga's going to die in jail.
And that's what I'm alluding. That's why I'm alluding to those facts though, bro. That's why I'm alluding to those facts though, because like as I said, like my first instinct was I'm thinking they were doing something, like obviously it's just the fact that these niggas is coming together to make a concert, but the fact that they dedicated it in Larry Hoover's name, I'm thinking they were trying to make something somewhat of a positive outcome, even if it's something small. But the fact that nothing at all went towards that cause, I do kind of look at it as phony, and especially because the ticket prices were.
What was money, bro? You can't pay money to get felons out of prison. There was no amount of money that was gonna help.
Well, I know.
The show was to. I think they wanted to just raise awareness so people know. Just like him putting the show on his album, he wants as much people to know about Larry Hoover and his situation, which I don't think.
What?
It's not going to do shit.
That's my question about that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not gonna do anything, bro. So it was almost like because you got to understand, motherfuckers is killing themselves and doing shit, to doing anything they can to fucking make a drill song and shit like that. So I feel like they kind of playing off of that, but in like a higher in a different way where they know niggas is gonna be like, oh, word, free that nigga Larry Hoover, he was a real one, and they're gonna want to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Even though they can't do anything, yeah, they bring in awareness, but it's not gonna do anything. So that's why I kind of look at it as phony.
Oh, you think they use his name like for that negative aspect? Like, yeah, we would.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because if you've been following Kanye West, he's been doing all this free Larry Hoover shit for the past like 3 years. He's been making the shirts and everything.
I understand that, but I just feel like even if there was nothing that could have, even if there was no conclusion or outcome that would have came out like once the concert was done, there was no type of like there was no, what do you call it? There was no mission statement, you know, mentioned as far as what exactly they're trying to like push. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the end goal? Because I don't understand it, and because I don't understand it, and I've been trying my hardest to understand it, I look at it as phony. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think there's nothing to understand. I think they said free. He wants to free Larry Hoover, but he can't. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about. It's just like when everybody says free all they niggas. You got niggas that know they niggas is locked up for life, and they still say freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, so but even that like, sometimes is like fake. It's like fake love in a sense, because some niggas will just say free that nigga just because they know him, and then it wasn't even their man's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Same with Larry. I don't think Kanye West didn't personally know Larry, who he obviously knows his son personally. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. With Kanye is different, but just. I don't know, like that situation. I understand.
Interestingly enough, I think that's why Drake, like what you're saying, I think is why Drake himself wasn't really, because even at the concert, he didn't wear the free Hoover shit. His shit said like free to man them or something like that. Like, I guess, you know, he's not say free everybody that's locked up unjustly. But I think that's why Drake himself didn't really want to push the, I'm doing this to promote free and Larry Hoover, because niggas really can't do nothing about that situation. Like, it's like,
I think Drake more just did it like to be, I guess, not, I want to say connected, but just like, all right, Kanye, yeah, we cool again. Let's do this.
Yeah, I think so, even if it was just publicly, I think they wanted to show like, oh, we don't have no problems no more or whatever.
And I'm down for all of that, but I just feel like if there was
the free Larry Hoover,
there was nothing they could do, they didn't have to name it free Larry Hoover. Kanye they could have named it something else, and Kanye could have came out with the free Larry Hoover fit and all that still. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't have to be called the free Larry Hoover concert. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was stupid to me. Like this whole free Larry Hoover.
Because you gotta think about niggas that don't know shit. Niggas is gonna think like, oh shit, if I go and pay $10,000 for a fucking front row seat, I'm gonna help them free Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? There's really niggas that think like that.
What type of dummy nigga is gonna think that? You cannot be over there.
There's dumb niggas that think like that, bro.
Nigga, that's like saying there's dumb niggas that will walk out into traffic. They deserve to get hit. Why would you do that?
I'm not saying they that dumb. I'm not saying they that dumb, but bro, I'm telling you.
I know, but I'm just saying in the lines of saying you cannot say, oh, just because there's people that dumb, we should cater to them dummies. Any man over the age of 18 that thought buying a concert ticket will help free somebody, you're pretty fucking stupid.
Oh, trust me, bro, and that's what I'm telling you. Niggas like that is that dumb, and that's why niggas like Drake and Kanye took advantage.
I'm not going to jack say oh, somebody shouldn't have done something just because there's some people that don't understand how the justice system works. That's kind of ridiculous.
And that's not exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Drake and Kanye, I feel like, took advantage because they know there's niggas out there like that hear the concert, free Larry Hoover concert, and will think, oh, if I spend money for this fucking concert, it's gonna help Larry Hoover, a real nigga, and I want to help him. There's niggas that think like that, bro, and that's why I feel like they purposely tried to profit off of niggas like that.
I don't think Kanye so Drake. Kanye's talking about two artists,
especially suburban white kids that don't really look up street shit to understand what street shit is, bro. That's how them niggas think, bro.
But Cleon, do you think them kids went to that concert to go free Larry Hoover, or they went there to go see Drake and Kanye West? that's what I'm saying. There's white kids. If you look at that percentage of people, if you look at the percentage of anybody that went there to that concert, the percentage of people that went there strictly for Larry Hoover is probably 1%, maybe less. All them people, like you said,
I don't think it was that small, bro.
Like you said, they could have called it something completely different, and it would have had the same amount of people there, Clown. You think there would have been less people in that Coliseum in Los Angeles?
That's a fact, but it definitely still enticed the popularity or the recognition.
I think people seeing Drake and Kanye West's name together on an advertisement. I think that's what enticed.
So you trying to say
nobody give a fuck about that?
So no money went to like lawyer fees or nothing, none of that.
No.
What lawyer fees, nigga? The nigga is what lawyer fees?
For appeals, maybe. Like
look up Larry Hoover's fucking charges.
Yeah, I know. I know
that nigga's situation, bro.
But I'm saying I don't even know if he can get an appeal. I see his charges. You know what I'm saying?
That man is basically started a gang.
I know this he's going to rot in prison.
In America, he's done.
That's what I don't understand. Like that I could understand what Clown's saying. Like, why would you name what is your point?
He's absolutely right in that aspect.
Saying free Larry Hoover. we know this
whether
nigga.
Kanye West in his insane mind knows or not, which I'm pretty sure he knows. Like, nigga, clearly anything I do, I could go around making 10,000 t-shirts selling merchandise that says "Free Hoover." It's not gonna do shit. You know that. You know what I'm saying?
Not gonna do shit, but all the money going in their pocket though.
Word, but nigga, that's
what I'm saying?
Nigga, that's not his fault. That's not, especially you talking about.
It's not his fault. It's because niggas is dumb.
Especially if he's connected with the man's family, I'm pretty sure he must be splitting the profits somehow because Larry Hoover's son ain't complaining. You know what I'm saying? He must be giving them something.
I mean, I hope that's what it is, but that's what I'm saying.
It has to be. If your pops was in prison, you would let Kanye West go make it putting your pop's name on shirts and doing concerts without giving you and your family nothing?
I don't know their relationship, but I mean, who knows? Because I've seen he's been bringing Larry Hoover Jr. everywhere he goes. So like,
that's what I'm saying. Niggas, clearly the niggas, they're like, there's some type of deal or something with them where they're like, okay, I'm gonna get X, Y, Z or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hope so. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's stupid as hell. That's what I think, bro. That's dumb as hell.
I still think it was stupid, but I hope
free. That shit is crazy to me.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's all I'm saying is they could have named it anything else. I just look at it a little bit phony because it's like.
All right, so let's talk about what do we think about the actual squashing of the beef between Drake and Kanye West? What do we think about that? We think that was good.
I think that shit is kind of full glaze too. Them niggas look uncomfortable around each other.
I didn't get that at all. Did y'all watch the show? Did y'all watch the whole show?
I watched some of it.
Nah, I ain't get the chance to see the show.
So if you didn't watch the show, I would say because if you look at that,
the only reason why I say is because I've seen videos of them when
they sang each other's songs.
I've seen videos of them when they was in the club and like that Kanye was taking a selfie and shit. And this nigga Kanye looked like he was barely smiling and shit. I don't know. To me, it felt awkward.
I think that's just Kanye. In my opinion, what I think is like there wasn't no real smoke to begin with. It was more like
and another side tells me that too. That there probably
it was
never
more
really
like
any
just
smoke.
like just
a publicity stunt.
Not even publicity. I wouldn't put it to publicity stunt. Just more of them feeding off of it and making it entertainment wise. Like Drake, I feel like Drake likes shit like that, and Kanye just is Kanye. He's just gonna bullshit. Like if they was to like really meet in person before squashing beef, if they was to really sit down in person, it wouldn't be no real deal smoke like that. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, what's good, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, shaking hands. It was, you know what I'm saying? That's what I got out of it, because two niggas. That a nigga just be like, hey, Drake, I want you to be on my concert. And he's like, all right, cool, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like that. That's his apology.
That's not how it went.
that's technically how it went. He wanna. What else happened? Did Kanye go on Instagram?
Kanye West and Jay Prince is a mutual friend between. If
you're Jay Prince song, made it happen.
Your big homie don't know me like that. He don't know me like that. Whatever he said, he talking about Jay Prince. Kanye West and Jay Prince were talking from what they claim that their conversations were strictly to Larry Hoover, them both, because Jay Prince also knows Larry Hoover's family. Yeah. And from the first, I don't know if it was Kanye West's idea or Jay Prince's idea to first be like, yo, it would be big if you and Drake squashed it and called it a Larry Hoover. It was Jay Prince. Yeah, so it was Jay Prince. And I'm sure at some point, both Kanye West and Drake had to agree. I'm sure either one of these niggas could have been like, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And Jay Prince would have to go about his life.
That's what I'm saying.
So how is that?
In my opinion, the way I heard Jay Prince move in the streets, sounds to me like they had no damn choice. If you ask me,
I honestly think that's the way everybody put this thing over Jay Prince. I think it's cap, but I don't even want to go further with that. I just think it's cap. Like he ain't really like he's in the streets, but where people put him, like where he's at level wise.
I ain't gonna say it here.
No matter where Jay Prince is in the streets, anyway, you cannot force Drake or Kanye West.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So
no
so
way.
even if it was just one person, I think with Jay Prince, just because Jay Prince said squash it, like you know what I'm saying. I think it's.
I'm sure it took some convincing on both sides. I'm sure it wasn't just some like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I don't think it was heavy convincing. No. I don't think it was heavy convincing. I think, like I said, there wasn't really much smoke to begin with. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of entertainment. So when Jay Prince comes to you like, hey, Ye wants to do this.
You think it was just entertainment? It seemed like, I don't know about Drake's side, but Kanye West seemed like he was pretty pissed. You're talking about the man was talking about the man's wife and family and making jokes about fucking his wife. I don't think Kanye West is joking, bro.
He was talking about how like he was losing his shit. He's at his daughter's birthday party and hearing Drake play at his daughter's birthday party made him go crazy. Like
I don't think that does.
Kanye is just he's off the wall anyway. Kanye, this is the shit that he does. You know what I mean? I don't think it was smoke like that. He gonna get mad about anything, Kanye. You know what I mean? Like, look, he just said that shit about Big Sean. You feel me? And I don't know what Big Sean said on his recent interview, but I'm pretty sure he had some retaliation.
I need to see that Drake Champs interview.
Oh, he said some shit where he said that he thinks that Kanye and Good Music was like fucking with his money type shit, like, and he had to audit them. You know what I mean? So that's a big accusation on Kanye. So I don't know who knows how you gonna come back with it, but I don't know. I don't think it was like crazy smoke like that between Kanye and Drake. That's why it was so easy.
Nigga, name me 2 rappers where that's crazy smoke. Name me 2 rappers that beef if they see each other, they gonna kill each other.
Jeezy and Gucci before that shit situation, before the verses. Now
they just saw each other at verses and they both walked out alive.
But you know how long that was? That was like 10 years, bro. Like even more.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. Name me rappers right now that's beef where it's like if they was to see each other, they'd be like, no talking, just straight get into it.
Fucking a lot of niggas that's not on Drake.
Even when Meek Mill and 6ix9ine met up each other in that parking lot was no physical violence. It was just straight up yelling back and forth. Rappers
it was closer than what Kanye and Drake. I don't think Kanye and Drake would be on that level if they met up before that.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think no rappers would. I feel like beef depends on what.
Nah, I think
if you argue, I'll argue that it wasn't even a beef. Like you could say it could just be Kanye being emotional or being upset about whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like clearly he was taking it seriously.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying if he's seen him in person, it wouldn't like before that. I feel like they could have squashed it themselves. If they seen each other in person, they would have squashed it themselves. There wouldn't be no smoke like that. Other people, like you see Meek Mill and 6ix9ine, they see each other. They not squashing that. That's over with. Even if if 6ix9ine was like, hey, Meek Mill, let's do a benefit concert, free Larry Hoover. Meek Mill ain't doing that shit. But a lot of people ain't doing that shit with 6ix9ine. But let's think of another person. I don't know, any other person that got real smoke. Like you know
I honestly can't think of 2 artists that really got smoke like that.
I can't think of none right now, but I know there's some out there.
Because like beef is not like even it's not that common no more. You know what I'm saying? Like rappers more so it seem like these days be focusing on trying to be friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or at least for the benefit of being on each other's records. You know what I'm saying? So which in my opinion is smart.
Out there like with street like hood rappers like real like you know what I'm saying? Like Dolph had beef with a lot of
like Dolph. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He had a lot of beef with people. That's the people that I'm like thinking of. You know what I'm saying? But other rappers, you're right. Obviously. If they see each other, it's not really gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like I said, for the most part, especially rappers like Kanye West and Drake, they not no gangster niggas anyway. They don't be jacking that like that. So, you know, you wouldn't expect
That's why I believe there was just it really got hyped up because it was like entertaining first and they both was selling OD records. You know what I mean? Like, look when Kanye did that benefit concert. It was after both of them went crazy on the record sales. And he's probably like, yo, we're better off. We're going to make more money if we do this. And Drake's like, you're right, my brother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like I said, in my opinion, like, you know, it's better, you know, in general to have for them and everybody around them, I'd assume, for them to at least be on good terms. Because I'm sure, you know, even other rappers now, at least they can feel more comfortable being around both of them or, you know, fucking with both of them at the same time, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But then again, you know what I mean? Like, could all just be a facade. Could all just be some fake shit.
But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens now because we already know both of them niggas got crazy ego. And
yeah, because I like Drake was nominated for the Grammys and he like withdrew from all them Grammys. I don't know why he.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen for that whole the whole benefit concert they took Drake's part out apparently. His whole section they took it out on Amazon Prime.
Really?
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. They didn't. Nobody spoke about it. It has nothing. But people just know that they took Drake's whole performance out. So more than likely, it has something to do with Drake's label. That's what I think.
I was gonna say it probably got something to
has something to do with like.
Do you think it might have something to do with the Astro World shit?
No.
That's the only thing that comes to mind.
Nah. It has.
It could be
because
remember
it's Amazon Prime and Drake
and Apple.
I think, yeah. Drake has a deal with Apple.
Yeah. So I feel like maybe Apple was like, nah, buddy, you're not about to have that shit on Amazon streaming like that. You know.
Yeah. So. That's probably
because that's what I was wondering too. Because both Kanye West and Drake are very affiliated with Apple. You know what I'm saying? So I was surprised that shit streamed on Amazon instead of Apple.
I was like,
weird. Either they like.
Oh, you know what they was probably trying to do? They was probably trying to finesse it and put it out on Amazon independently, like how we was talking about how it's easy to put it on Amazon. Maybe that's why. They was probably trying to put it maybe under their own business type shit, like without really going through a label or you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it looked like the same thing. It said Amazon. It was like promoted by Amazon. When you went to the Amazon website, it was on the front page. I feel like the same way Apple is doing it.
That's weird.
They just did it like Amazon instead. It's just weird. It's like I said,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, when you got a name like Kanye West and Drake, I mean, who knows what they did? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's possibly what they were probably trying to aim for because that's the only thing that really makes sense as to why they would go to Amazon as opposed to Apple. Because you're right. Because even when Kanye did all them Donda shows, they were all on Apple, right? Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah, well,
it was on streams. That shit was on Amazon.
We'll see.
And there ain't never been like Amazon usually never does shit like that. Like
they only put shit out for fucking Rihanna, nigga. That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
You know
Rihanna and I don't know.
We'll see what more comes out of this. This Drake and
Childish Gambino.
We'll see more. I would love to see some more music come out of it because I know them boys will make some fire ass records.
Yeah, that's more so. That's what I was really hoping.
But we'll see if that happens. Like I said, they both got crazy egos, and you know what I'm saying. I feel like anything would. I don't know. Like really, I feel like they're way too competitive. So anything that comes with competition type, like they'll get back to it. You know what I mean? I think so. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully, it's on a positive motive though, and it's not just on some ego trip and shit because that shit corny.
All right, so try to keep it moving. Let's talk about this Oxford high school situation. I know this happened a couple weeks ago. We didn't get a chance to talk about it. So I honestly don't have no new update. Like as far as like today update, but we obviously know they caught the parents, right? Like they were captured.
I thought we spoke about that last time. Yeah.
No, we didn't.
No, last time we spoke, they were like on the run still. I think.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think they were like still on the run. That was like the same day. So let me ask y'all this though: how do y'all feel about the parents being like, you know, being taken into custody? Like, do y'all think that like I understand that they did not stay still when they were supposed to stay still and be questioned and you know all that and cooperate with the police. They tried to flee, which obviously that is mainly why they're being arrested and you know. But other than that, other than them escaping when they wasn't supposed to, what is the extent do y'all feel is their responsibility in this child's actions, like his parents?
Whoa.
Bro, everything.
Yeah.
Everything? You say everything? You say 100% they should take the full.
They bought him the gun.
Listen, they bought him the gun. They got called into the school the same day and they knew he had the gun. Then she gonna text this nigga, don't do it, because she knew he was gonna use the gun. My nigga, they fucked up in every fucking way possible, yo.
Sure did.
And there's evidence, and there's text evidence, bro. Like she texts her son not to get caught drawing bloody drawings in class. She was like, "Oh, you just got to learn how to not get caught next time."
No, looking up bullets. That was when he was looking up bullets, I think.
Looking up bullets, yeah, whichever he was doing, yeah, looking up the ammo. And then she's gonna fucking text this nigga, "Oh, don't do it."
Don't do what?
Don't shoot up the school.
Nah, I don't
think it was that.
I'm not gonna put it on her saying that she's saying don't shoot up the school.
Yeah,
but
because it's not like he said.
Bad.
It's not like he texted her, "Mom, I'm about to shoot up the school."
Yeah, that's how it looked, boy.
Yeah, that's how it looked. That's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't say that right away, but
I feel like she was more so saying like, don't, like whatever you thinking, nigga. Like looking up bullets being bad, whatever you thinking, don't do it. It ain't worth it. Like I feel like that's.
But mind you, these ain't separate days. This is all happening in the same day.
Yeah.
So this is all and that's why I'm thinking they could have went home, noticed the motherfucker took the gun. And that's why they text him like, "Yo, don't do it."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
like,
you're right. That's something that maybe.
That's why I'm like, bro, it looks sus.
But not shoot up the school. It could
my
be
nigga,
like,
all right. Hear me out though. You the same situation. You the parent. You use the same scenario you just said. You go in the house. You see Jit took the gun. Jit is at school with the gun. What else can you do besides text him? I'm gonna go to the school and say, hey, can you go get Cleon Jr.? He got our gun in there. Like you can't do that.
Nah, hell no.
You can't just walk in. So it's like what you're like, fuck,
bro.
If
I know my son has mental issues and he possibly might shoot somebody in the school, I'd rather me personally, maybe not y'all. I would rather go in the school and let them know that he has a gun and take the charge for it than him shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But listen, I'm saying, obviously in the moment, you being a good person, and now remember, keep in mind when we're talking about this, his parents are clearly not mentally stable like you.
Them niggas is gone.
So, but think about it, my nigga. In the moment, you go into you go into the house, you realize it's what school starts at 7:30. It is now noon. You go in the house, you see the gun is gone. You're like, fuck. Jit definitely got that gun at school, right? You can, like you said, you could go run up into school, but play this out. You go into the school, you start running there. Claire go like, Mr. Burke, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? You just in class, you can't go in there and be like, oh yeah, give me your book bag real quick. Like everybody, I feel like his parents, they wanted to like, obviously they were like, damn, how can we handle this without anybody knowing that, you know what I'm saying, that this nigga has that gun.
But they're stupid because you got to understand, if the nigga does something and he don't see the text, nigga, there's evidence
right, all
that you knew he had the gun, nigga, and you didn't take proper action.
Yeah, clearly at that point, even the nigga saw the text, he didn't give a fuck. He probably saw that shit and was like, yeah, it's too late.
And was like,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's my point. Like, rather than send a text, nigga, go to the school. Like,
nigga, that's what I'm saying. You go to school. You. Okay, I get what you're saying, because with the way you say you would have done it, you would have, if she made it on time. She clearly.
Yeah, and then that too. You have to worry about that too.
Yeah, the time. Let's say we go how you said it, and she gets there an hour even before he pulls the gun out. Clearly, someone's still going to jail. I can't say someone's going to jail tonight.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to jail, but I'd rather he go to jail than kids get shot.
Boom. So boom.
That's my point.
But that's how you would think as a responsible parent, as we are proven, these two were to let this nigga even go as far as to have a gun in his possession and be able to take it into school. They clearly weren't even fucking responsible parents, man.
Bro, and they went to the school and left the school like after he was writing a whole bunch of stuff talking about like shooting people, bullets hitting people, and went to the principal's office. The principal called him and the parents. No, they brought him to the principal's office, called the parents to school. The parents
they
were
came
in
to
the
school.
school, and the principal was like, hey, you guys want to take him home? And they were like, nah.
And it was like, okay, if you're not going to take him home, you got to just promise.
It was like, yeah, we don't want that nigga
psychological help.
That's what I'm saying. Sure. So it's like, it makes them look so bad, bro.
But bro,
and then they said if he don't get psychological help in 48 hours, that he couldn't come back to school. Because like that's how fearful they were.
But the school's stupid too. Because why would you still leave? I would have been like, no, y'all niggas.
Yeah, word. I ain't gonna lie.
Why the school had his parents at the school in the first place?
Huh? Because he was writing like
to let
pictures.
them know what happened.
No, he was writing pictures of people shooting people and people
drawing
pictures and like.
I'm not asking you to take Jit home. You taking Jit home. If I gotta take him and put him in your car, Jit is going home with you. He's not staying here with us, bro.
Stay, bro.
I will put out all them papers and be like, look here. Picasso over here, he's wilding, okay? You gonna take this nigga home because we not dealing with this here, buddy. We don't.
Yo, gangster, you got a point there. You get me right.
Nigga, and it's not like he a baby. It's not like he was a 7-year-old, 8-year-old, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like Jit was in high school.
Nigga was in high school,
bro.
He can stay home by himself, worst case scenario.
And they gonna ask you, y'all want to take him? No, I'd have been like, y'all need to get this nigga, get his bag, get his pack, all his shit out his locker,
bro.
Get his gym clothes,
get gym clothes, everything, his lunch, anything he left in there. Make sure he don't leave nothing, and take him home. He needs some time home. You know what I'm saying?
Gangster, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. While yes, I agree, it's the parents' fault too, because they shouldn't have even got here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's also the school's fault. Why would y'all even, bro? All a black kid got to do is make a threat to someone else at a school, and he's kicked out for days. You know what I'm saying?
That and like the second they knew their son had a high interest in guns, they shouldn't have put it in a place where he could have got it. Even if they swear he didn't know where it was at, nigga, lock it up.
But it seems like they seem like they was okay, and which we went to high school in the South. You know what I'm saying? Like Don, we went to Palm Beach Central. We know there's like certain. There's kids who in high school, their parents have no problem with them having a keen interest in guns and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There's kids whose parents take them to which I feel like that was the case with this kid. His parents had no problem with him being infatuated with guns. They just was like, yo, nigga, don't do nothing that's gonna get us fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Which ultimately he did, obviously.
Listen, these people, I don't care like people's views on guns. It is what it is. But they're gonna learn this crazy infatuation with guns. I don't care about the whole statement where they say it's people that kill people with guns, not guns kill people. I don't care about none of that shit. But
that shit is true. But you got niggas like this kid.
What I'm saying is that infatuation, that crazy ass infatuation with guns that these people have, and this love, like extreme, crazy ass love for guns that these people have. They're gonna learn, bro. They're going to learn when these kids keep shooting up schools.
But there's another thing that people need to understand, though. There's a difference between just having an obsession or being infatuated with guns, or being fixated with guns. And then there's like, because, for example, he could have had that same obsession with guns, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because there's kids like that. There's kids who all they think about is guns. They go to the gun range, legal or whatever. But they're not drawing bloody pictures of them shooting up people in their school and stuff like that. Once you see that kind of behavior and activity, that's mental illness. That's not just, I'm obsessed with guns. You get what I'm saying? because that's why the school and the teachers felt the need to even bring it to his parents' attention. You get what I'm saying? Because you know, if he had went to the school and said, "Oh, on weekends I go hunting with my dad," or I go, they probably like, "Okay, nigga," you get what I'm saying?
Word.
But now they see you drawing all this crazy shit and you looking up bullets on your phone. It's like, yo, this is looking kind of. We've seen this before, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it never ends well.
The school failed and the parents failed. How?
Yeah.
Like, look at homeboy that shot up the Parkland in Fort Lauderdale. There wasn't all these signs. That nigga just came to school and let it rip. You know what I'm saying? I think he maybe was kind of, he said it to maybe one or two people that he acted kind of weird or whatever, but he wasn't jarring no bloody shit or nothing like that and looking up bullets that people saw, you know? This kid was basically screaming, "I'm about to shoot up the school."
That man gave way too many signs, bro. Way too, they fucked up on that one. Every, let's say, I wouldn't say the teacher that called it out and brought him in, they did a good job. They was probably rooting for that nigga to get expelled on site, bro. Like, expel this nigga. And they probably said, "All right, Jimmy. His name's not Jimmy, but all right, Jimmy. Go back to class." And the teacher's probably like,
"Word, like, huh?
Like, what?" I would have been gone. I would have packed my shit, bro. I would have packed my shit up right after that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Go to a different school. Like that's crazy, bro. Like I don't know how they all let that slip, bro. There's no way I'm gonna let that. Like I'm thinking, like, how would I let that? There's no way I'm gonna let that slip. There's no way, bro.
I don't know. Once, like I said, what that meeting with his parents, I don't understand why right then and there wasn't decided this nigga has got to go. You
bro, it was two incidents. You said, Clem, the same day, but when he was looking up the bullets on the cell phone, that was the day before. Or like
that was the day before. Yeah.
So he was looking up bullets on his cell phone. The teacher called his parents about that.
Yeah, and then the drawing shit
and said, "Oh, just be careful next time." Right?
Yeah, be careful.
And
don't
the drawing
get caught.
was the next day.
It was the next day, yeah. And then they came in, and then when they left, literally an hour later, he shot up the school.
Bro, let me tell you something, bro. Ask these niggas, man. In high school, I skipped about a whole semester worth of English class. Guidance counselor brought my mom to the teacher. He's got to go. He's got to go to an alternative school. He can't go to school here. Yeah. These niggas kicked me out of school for skipping class.
This nigga was still there.
How homie ain't get kicked out of school for fucking drawing him killing people in the school?
My guy went back to third period.
If I had done that, they would have sent me right to Gun Club to go to jail, bro. Straight up.
Just for the pictures,
bro. And then, so what y'all want to do? Y'all want to take him? Y'all want to like, y'all, he's good. And what you said, an hour later, he went an hour later.
He shot shit up an hour later. Maybe a little less, maybe like 50 minutes.
When will these niggas learn?
They not, bro. They not, because it's like you see the parents were obsessed with. You could tell the parents obsessed with the guns too. You know what I'm saying?
And like, that's what I'm saying. Those kind of parents, they're never gonna tell their kid, "Oh, don't touch a gun, put down guns."
Because
exactly. And the motherfucker knew what he was doing. You know how I knew he knew what he was doing? Because they said he did this.
Oh yeah,
and of course they let him.
They knew he knew he wasn't gonna get lit up. He knew.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember the white ones? Unless they shoot themselves, the police do not shoot them. They have to kill. Like, you look up Columbine, all them niggas that shot up shit. They shot themselves. Police do not shoot active shooters. I do not know why.
I don't understand, bro. If I learned,
I don't give all people to shoot on site.
You're not lucky
I'm not a cop.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember the Colorado shit? The one at the supermarket. He actually killed a cop. One of the last people he killed was a police officer. Police officers came, just arrested him. They didn't kill him.
I don't care. Like that would be my
fired that day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'll be the day I get fired because I'm like, yo, nobody killed. Bow. Like what the fuck? No question. Like, bro, no question. What? He just killed 10, 15 people in it. And
he killed the cop.
I'm not taking cover like this is Grand Theft Auto while you an active shooter, bro. I'm shooting you. I'm not gonna say to put down the weapon. I'm shooting you, bro.
Yeah. Ain't no put down the weapon. Nah, he got to go.
Put down your mama. I'm putting down this nigga.
Niggas can't even pull out a cell phone on the cops, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like it's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
I done seen videos on YouTube of just getting shot for running around, pulling out a cell phone, and cops thinking it was a gun.
Yeah.
Wow. These niggas don't shoot active shooters.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. Ass backwards.
And we got I feel like the whole judicial system gotta change. That when it comes to like school shootings, there gotta be a whole different law book for shit like that. Or like multiple like not even just school shootings, but mass whatever you call it, mass shootings. There needs to be a whole different law book. Like we don't need to go to trial, nigga. You did it. You like whatever. Boom.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not giving you no. We're not giving you no like court. We're not none of that. None of that. We're not having you speak your shit because.
And if it's a school shooting,
killed all those people,
that's like,
you're over with.
If it's a high school or a middle school, whatever, I feel like the parents need to be immediately arrested and held responsible as well. Because off rip, if you can't charge them with saying, oh, they gave the kid the gun, you could charge them with child neglect because clearly you ain't paying attention to your fucking child. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know he's about to go shoot up
That
the
would
school.
make sense for the parent, for them to bring the parents in. The parents like got to deal with something. I don't know about like slapping something on them like off rip, like, but kind of just having the parents like preach their like tell their case to them. You know what I'm saying? Like actually go through a court system for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But for the active shooters who do those mass shootings, like I don't think they should not get no lawyer. They should not get no public defender. None of that. On site, you're gonna go there. The judge is gonna sentence you to whatever it is, death, life in prison, whatever it is. They sentence you and it's over with.
Word.
Yeah, and coincidentally, I think a lot of it too is like with these, especially the ones that are more like more kind of crazy, like that one that shot up the Batman movie, the with the orange hair and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Some of them I feel like they get a kick out of getting like the publicity. You know what I'm saying? Getting the like getting the cameras and the news.
That's
and
crazy.
The court.
Every time one of these mass shootings or like active shooter situations happen, there's a crazy motherfucker looking like, damn, I could do that. That might be me. Huh?
Yeah, bro. That's why I be saying,
a crazy motherfucker watching the news, bro. Really, really plotting on, yo, when is it gonna be my turn? Type shit.
Niggas be on some crazy. Real like fucking like Joker type shit, bro.
And I'm glad you said that because I was just gonna say that's why I love shit like anime and like just comics and shit that depict, real life in certain ways, because that's really that's a Joker. That's really the new age Joker. Everybody's like, you know what I'm saying?
Some Joker ass nigga, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I look at that nigga what was it? I think it was. How's it been like last year, right, or the year before? The nigga that blew up the what was it? Kansas City bomb. He blew up the trailer shit on the block. Damn, I don't even remember that one. By the AT&T building, and the shit blew up, And before that, he did like the voice. He made the voice warn them, saying it was a bomb and shit like that. Like niggas be on some real Joker shit, bro.
Real Joker.
Like I said, they should not get no trial, man. Like
not
I don't care to hear their story. Like I don't even care.
He ain't getting a trial. That nigga cremated himself.
The bomb nigga. Yeah, he was in there.
But I'm talking about.
But if he didn't do that, they would have just arrested him and took him in, and
he would have got a trial, and
he been on D block.
He probably would have pled not guilty. They get a chance to plead not guilty, like not guilty.
Do you want to tell them that you didn't do this?
Like it wasn't me.
Like I could do that? Like yeah.
Oh my god. Are you sure you didn't do
bro?
This? Yes, I'm sure. I didn't.
This is crazy, bro. But yeah, so speaking of which, so I don't have my phone on me, so I can't look it up. But there's this whole national shoot up your school day. I don't know how far this went. I was reading about it earlier, but for the extent of what I saw, was like I didn't see no one actually getting in trouble for it. From what I saw, was like it was just kids on TikTok kind of making videos, playing around. But I don't know how serious.
Apparently,
they play too goddamn much.
Yeah. So apparently, it wasn't even like. I don't know if it was like just one of them. You know how back in the days there'll be like rumors that just like really just pop up out of nowhere, like you know what I'm saying. There's really no base of the rumor. Like you don't see it on the internet. You don't see it on because on TikTok all you see is people warning people about the December 17th shit, right? But you didn't see a video of a kid saying, "Hey, December 17th." You know, what I'm
nigga, because you can't, nigga. You know, right now you do that shit. Police is at your door, my nigga. If you
exactly,
I saw some school, a kid just like tweeted that he knew somebody might possibly bring a gun to school, and they was on him the next day.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So there was nothing like that. And TikTok even they did a statement saying they didn't even.
We do not support this.
Yeah, they don't. They didn't even see a TikTok like that, or even like deleted a TikTok like that. They would have reported it.
Okay.
You know what
so
I mean?
In other words, there was really no plan. There was no actual plan for shoot your school up day, but there was just like a kind of like a hoax, like people made up.
Yeah. It was one of those things that literally just like kind of ran up. But at first there wasn't, and then after that, I think some kids, like probably crazy ass kids, was playing onto it, and a lot of kids got locked up, and some kids even brought guns to school. But I don't know if it was like I gotta look because I seen it was in Chicago, so that just could be a daily thing for them. Some of them niggas that they just got caught with it on December 17th.
Like, man, I have this on me every day, nigga. Like,
yeah, word, right? Yo, that's
no, I ain't no shooter. This for protection, nigga.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying?
That shit too crazy.
Nigga, I always have this on me.
But not like I didn't send my son to school on December 17th. I heard that shit. I didn't care if it was a hoax or whatever. I was like,
safe than sorry, boy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you don't know what crazy
you
kid.
got motherfucking kindergartners pulling out the strap at school.
You don't know what kid. And there was there was a TikTok challenge that went viral a couple months back where kids was like destroying the bathrooms, and that was happening at his school. Like it got that far. So when I heard that, I'm like, I don't want no crazy motherfucker. Even if it was
what grades is his school?
K through 8.
Oh damn, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I pulled, because I don't want, like, even if it's like no kids came and did some national shooting at school, I don't want kids to come and do some like weird violent stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like pushing random kids or starting some weird shit. So I was like, let me just keep him home. You know what I mean? He's in kindergarten. If niggas start popping off, he can't run faster than, you know what I'm saying? So like, just kept him home. So, but better safe than sorry. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, yep, yeah.
That shit crazy.
Boy, niggas put their hands on choice. It's up for them.
For real, bro.
Gangster. Big gangster.
Shit crazy, bro.
But yeah, bro. So I'm saying, you gotta be careful when you send your kids to school and shit, because you got kids like this crazy ass kid, bro. And it's like, granted, like you said, you don't want to hear no shit. There's no explanation, no answer, no justification for this. But it's like, you be thinking like, what, like, at that age, like you 15, 16, what could be so tormenting you? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like,
too much homework.
How the fuck a parent, like, I don't know. You good, like,
that's what,
like they supposed to, we was angry all the time.
5 games in a row in Fortnite.
In high school, I was angry all the time. I never once thought to kill my fellow classmates. It did not cross my mind one damn time.
Nope.
Never did I think, let me solve this by shooting all these niggas.
At worst, I wanted to fight. Never.
Yeah, I'm saying, I may wanted to throw hands with a couple niggas, you know what I'm saying? But I never, ever thought of doing that.
Just going and just hitting, like, that's insane, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I don't get where these niggas' heads be at. I don't. And I really don't, like, I care, but I don't care to know what they was thinking. Like,
yeah, it's like,
I don't care.
Like,
I don't even care if somebody was bullying. Like one person was bullying you, because like if one person was bullying you, nigga, walk up to that nigga classroom and kill him.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga, bro.
Yeah,
boom that nigga, word.
And you don't even gotta do it at school. You can catch homie when he walking home. You can catch him at the mall or some shit. Like,
shit,
I don't get the concept of bringing a weapon to school and opening fire at school. I just don't get how, like, shit is wild. Like, that's like insane, bro. Like, that's the last place in the world where that type of activity should be happening. But
my fucking phone died.
OD. But how's the chat? Let's still Adolf Hitler still in there or no?
Nah, he cleared it.
Okay. All right, well, we getting close to the end. That's the last thing we're gonna talk about here, so we can get out of here before 12:30. It's 12:23. Let's talk about this truck driver. It's another thing that EJ, you might have to look up a little info for me. I think I
know all about it, so I might tell you.
I was reading some shit too. So yeah, Clay, maybe you could tell us. If I'm not mistaken, so he was found. Okay, wait. So let's backtrack here. The accident caused how many deaths? How many people died?
4.
4 people died. So, and he was sentenced to 100 years, right?
110 to be exact.
Oh wow, sorry, 110. Wow. Imagine the judge said, "Oh, sorry, 1 second. It's 110." Not a, like,
no, my bad. I turned to that.
My bad. 110. Like, thanks, nigga. But okay, and if I'm not mistaken, right, there's now a petition on the internet or something going around that people have signed saying that they want him free.
Yep. And I think.
All right, so
there's been like millions of people that signed it.
Yeah. From what I saw, it was like a lot. It's actually pretty successful. So let me ask you your opinion. What do you think about that? Do you think this dude deserves to be free?
Given the situation, like, bro, his brakes failed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
was he sober?
Yeah, he was sober.
I got a lot of takes on that, to be honest with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the brakes failed. I don't know exactly the situation, like if he could have maybe avoided hitting anybody, but they said it was traffic. You know what I'm saying? So he was gonna have to hit somebody. You know what I'm saying?
So
from behind.
But he must have been speeding at least, right?
I don't know. He was coming down.
He was speeding. He was speeding.
See, and I can't.
He was speeding.
I'm gonna find a picture afterwards. But okay, so what I even seen videos and shit. Like, so he was okay. So I seen a video where like truckers kind of like looked into the situation, was like, yeah, he could have stopped here. He could have stopped here. Even if the brakes failed, he could have used the emergency brakes and went this way, right? So there was a part, if you see a video, there's him. You see him swerving through traffic, right? Swerving through. But he passes a stop where a truck could have come off a little bit and really like use its emergency brakes and stop, right? But he was swerving through traffic. So he was swerving through traffic dumb fast, like zooming. So people
this is while the brakes were. This is while the brakes were failing.
While the brakes were failed.
But we don't know. We don't know if the brakes were failing at that point or if he was zooming.
If the brakes were not failing at that point, he was wilding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So okay, even if the brakes were failing at that point, he still didn't do right by trying to get off. There was an exit. There's like a trucker's like exit where you can go.
Well, I mean, the truck not gonna stop, nigga. He just gonna go in. No,
I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, it's not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. Like,
no, I'm saying you can go to that exit and go into a lower zone, like a lower what's that shit called where you go to a lower gear. You can go to a lower gear, and the truck will slow down. But if you don't do that at that point, once you pass that point, it's a sign that says you can't go into a lower gear at this point. Like you're done. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's over with. You're like, if you're going, the speed's gonna continue to go up. So don't go to a lower gear because I don't know what will happen, but some fucked up shit will happen in trucking wise. So he passed that point and was zooming through cars, came down the hill and ended up crashing to 4 or 5 cars and ended up killing 4 people.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds to me like his brakes failed for a minute.
Yeah, so
he just didn't know what to do. He probably panicked.
Like he was panicking.
My thing is, some people were saying he was panicking, right? My thing is, bruh, you fucked up. Like, I don't think should just get off scotch-free, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, fucked up, bro. Like, no matter what it is.
Because he was crying and shit, and people like, this is why I feel like that's another thing. They need to stop showing these fucking
that's why I don't like when people cry in court.
Yeah, because people, same shit with this lady the other day with the kid that she shot, the police officer, the Dante or whatever his name is, the lady police officer. She's in court crying. You know, it's like, bro, this is what's throwing people off. People seeing you crying, they're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, because like all this guy, while granted, fucked up situation, man. Especially if he wasn't drunk, if he was sober and he was trying to do the right thing and the brakes really failed. You know, this sucks, but it's like Don said, I don't think the man should just get off scotch-free.
Yeah. 120 years, 110 years is
a little harsh.
Yeah.
If there was a way he could have lessened the damage done in that situation, then definitely he should get something. But like 110 years is OD.
It's OD. Yeah, and I seen, like I said, I seen on a video after. I seen a video. There's a trucker explaining how that guy could have slowed down the truck, even with the emergency brakes failing. Before that, and like kind of stop that from happening. And I'm pretty sure this is something they taught them to get their CDL license and something he should have known. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's these things like, yo, and I want to say it's like kind of irresponsible of him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like even if he panicked, you know, like bro, you can't panic and kill 4 people. I think he's just gonna.
So what happened? He rammed the 4 people were in one car, or he like rammed to one car, rammed to another.
Bro. It's. I think if you look up, I looked up one of the headlines. It said truck driver in Colorado gets in fatal fiery crash. Bro, this man fucked up infrastructure and all that, bro. Like fire blazing, killed 4 people, bunch of cars. Like like I said,
he walked out of this.
Yeah, he was good.
Unscratched.
I mean, you gotta remember he was in a semi-trailer. Like his trailer did all the damage.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like people want this man just to walk out. Like, oh yeah, nah, nigga, you gotta sit. You gotta sit for a little bit. I ain't saying 110 years. You got to do some time.
Well, he's not even gonna sit for 110 years. The man probably got like 40 years left in him.
That's 50, 40 years. But
he looks like he's like in his he's not in his 20s.
26.
Like in his 30s,
26.
Right?
He young.
26.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey man, you're gonna have to like. I would say if I was to say a time that he should get, I would say like 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was like 10, 15.
I was gonna say 10, 15, depending on, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. Like he could get out sooner, but yeah, like,
that's wild, my nigga.
Because that's wild. But it's still a tough situation.
Like that, and that's where, and this is why people see the flaws in the judicial system, right? because apparently the judge didn't even want to give him this time. But the way the laws circulated, the way the laws work in Colorado, the charges that he got is like mandatory that he gets that time. Like it built up every charge. You know what I'm saying?
No, that makes sense for them to hand out 110 years.
Yeah.
It sounds like he
The
had
judge,
no choice but to get it.
Yeah, the judge didn't even want to give it to him. The judge is like, fuck, like he didn't want to give it to him. But the way the law works is in Colorado.
But the jury found him guilty, right?
I don't know about that. I think so. Yeah. So and like I said, you don't just get that time. They went through the whole court case. This happened, I think, 3-4 years ago. Like you know what I'm saying? There was a whole case on this. Like you don't get that time because they just wanted to find you guilty. Like they found reasons. He probably could have stopped.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There must have been something that was saying like either he was speeding or he could have done something to prevent the car from hitting whatever, But
it's probably the prevention aspect. It could have like if they find any way that he could have prevented it, whether it was he's got into his truck and somebody seen him speed off, or you know what I'm saying, driving like a maniac. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And that's another thing too. Like usually with your brakes, and I'm sure. I mean, I've never driven a trailer or one of those big trucks before, but I'm sure it's similar to a car. When your brakes are going, nigga, you can feel that shit. So the last thing you want to be doing is speeding. So I'm thinking like, even if he was driving a little faster than normal, still irresponsible. You know what I'm saying? Your brakes aren't good, nigga. You should be doing no more than the speed limit. So just in case you lose control of the vehicle, you do as least of the damage as possible. So the more I'm thinking about it now, that nigga tweaked.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But 100 still I say 110 years is OD.
110 years is OD, yeah.
But and I can see why a lot of people are mad because like you see like people drunk drivers getting off scotch-free. You know what I'm saying? Like walking or getting probation for drunk driving and killing people. You know what I mean? So I can see why people are mad, but just because that happens to a drunk driver, you know what I mean, doesn't make this okay. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't, that just because a drunk driver didn't get sentenced for something doesn't make this okay. Just like that drunk driver, I would say that drunk driver deserves to be in prison for life type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just because a drunk driver didn't get time doesn't make this shit okay. This nigga killed 4 people.
Yeah, man. 4 people. And like that shit, like you said, it's possible if it could have been avoided. That's, because like if he knew to, like, because like Clay just said, when your brakes is fucked up, you kind of know, like you feel that shit for a while, unless something happened and his brakes just cut randomly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And I noticed, I don't know trucks, but I know there's some kind of emergency braking system. So if I'm the type of person, I know that my brakes are going out and I can feel it in this emergency braking system, I'm like kind of going down a hill, I'm going to do whatever I can to not kill people. Like I would rather fucking crash the truck a little bit into something else. You know what I'm saying?
We'll have a bunch of cars crashing behind me, nigga.
Yeah, something like that. But I'm not going to run into I'm going to figure if I have to kind of like go to the side and hit like trees and shit like that.
That
like
too.
he was probably scared of that. He probably thought, because he's probably like, if I hit a tree or wall, I'm gonna just die instantly. You know what I'm saying?
That too. But you gotta think about it, nigga. You a trailer truck driving that fast. If you got cars behind you driving just as fast trying to keep up with you, but you really on some like you just trying to get control and you worried about them, but you hit the emergency brake and they hit behind you, nigga, that's not your problem. They shouldn't have been speeding with you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you should have just been worried about making sure you get that trailer truck to a complete stop. Like fuck the traffic behind you, my nigga. So like I don't know. The many ways we dissect it.
I feel like there's a lot of ways I just feel like there's a lot of ways he could prevent it, bro, without killing.
So do you know if niggas said or not, did he even attempt to pull some kind of emergency brake or?
I don't know about the emergency brake, but if you see the video, this nigga did not attempt it. It got the worst of it, bro. It just don't even look like he attempted to do anything. The man just really rammed into motherfuckers, bro. So it's like, it's crazy, bro.
I hate that I'm about to say this. It's gonna sound real millennial, but I hope he wasn't texting.
Or maybe, I don't think he was texting.
Nah, not when your brakes going out.
He couldn't have been. He wouldn't have been able to swerve through traffic if he was texting.
But you gotta see the video. My boy was swerving, boy. People caught him on video and everything, and it's like, and I don't know if y'all drove around them hills before.
Where the fuck is that?
It's like in the Midwest, right? This was in Colorado, but I've been on similar hills driving, and like when you come around the curve, and I think it was to Tennessee when I was driving to Tennessee, coming down the mountains, and I'm like, damn, there's like a whole bunch of signs like if you're a truck, you got to stay on this side because if you go on this side, like you're probably gonna flip. You know what I mean? And these hills are so steep, like you take your foot off the gas, that shit is still rolling like.
So cars, the acceleration going up.
Yeah, you constantly have your foot on the brake. You know what I mean? So like, I could see that being really scary coming down with a truck, a semi-trailer. But it's like, when you driving, I'm pretty sure this ain't your first time driving a truck. You gotta know your brakes is kind of like going out. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Unless they just randomly cut that day and just fucked up that day, he must have rid them shits till it got really bad.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's
I don't know people that rode their brakes till you hearing that noise, and they still didn't get into that situation. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like if you knew the brakes were like even going a little bit, like that's still on you. That's on you. You know what I mean?
Word.
Still on you, yeah. Especially if the truck is, it's not like a company truck. It was completely his responsibility. It was like his truck. You know what I'm saying?
Was it?
Like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'd assume if it was some sort of company truck and he was driving on the clock, that they would be held responsible as well. You know what I'm saying? To some extent, but
that's true. That's a good thing to find out if he's like owned the truck.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. But yeah, so that's all we got for today, y'all. We're gonna try it. I don't know if y'all got anything y'all want to add, anything you want to say.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, man, nothing new, man. Just same old shit. Look out for the new things. Happy holidays to everybody. If we don't get to talk to y'all by Christmas,
facts. Happy holidays. Hopefully we can, hopefully we should be able to do another episode before Christmas. But
we should be able to do
definitely before New Year's. Yeah, but we should. Maybe we can get like one or two people. You know what I'm saying? We keep saying that, but we've been falling short. We're trying to get guests, but we definitely gonna work on that. I don't know. Has anybody else?
Nobody want to work. They want to get on the podcast to blood clot.
Facts, right? Anyone who's in the chat still, I don't know how much people's in there, but if anyone's in there,
shit died. I can't even tell.
Yeah, my shit all the way in the other room and shit.
Like but if anybody's in the chat, man, much love. Appreciate
6 people right now. 6.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all 6 of y'all that have been in here. Thank you so much, and thank you for always tuning in, even when we take dumb longs to come back and do what we're supposed to do. But we're gonna work on all of that. You know what I'm saying? New year coming up, we're gonna try to switch gears and take things a little bit more serious, kick things into higher gear. So hopefully we get more people to come along. Cause we even we even down to get another permanent cast member. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else is down to be with us responsible. Even I'd like it to be a girl if possible, just so, you know what I'm saying, we could always have that kind of, that
diversity.
Yeah, that diversity, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, thank you everybody that's in the chat. And I don't know, I got nothing else. So I guess we'll see y'all either this weekend or next week for sure.
Yes, sir. Yep. Catch y'all later. Appreciate you.